It's the Caleb Lee MTGO Show.
Maybe I'll force mono red and actually get a W in. Wow, that was fast. You like the last song? FHAT Packin'? No, I don't know any of the other tracks. Yeah, so Caleb drafting normally would take the Urza's Saga. And then probably Fractured Identity. We can try forcing mono red again. That was doing really well for me yesterday. Thought I'd be taking this Kenra Spell Spear. So if I'd started Saga, I think I'd be like pressured towards taking a Talisman. Because we took Spell Spear, and we still don't really have many options. I think we'll take Chandra. Ooh, Bombardier's third. Love that. And then Saga would probably take Monolith here and try and wheel Zerda. I don't remember Matronics. I remember how well the previous deck did from 2 nights ago that I drafted at the end of the stream because I got asked about it all day yesterday. We still forcing red? No, this is literally my first red draft today. Yeah, as of this draft. Really dig this track. It is a jumpin'. Well, none of these cards are really mono red cards. Maybe Hangerback Walker is broadside, sack fodder. I think you're supposed to take the Black Cleave Cliffs or maybe the Parallax Wave here. Just in case you have to add a color. No, I have Endeska. That's not how we do song requests here. If I just took song recommendations, that's like all I would do. Just be managing the playlist. Just add a color. Yeah, we don't want to, but sometimes you have to. Oliphant's good sometimes. Another black duel here. I like it a lot in sneak attack type decks. I also really dig it if I've got cards that pitch. It's like Fury, Pyrokinesis, Chrome Mox. Then it's like a mountain that you can throw under one of those. No, your Octopus Boyfriend. I don't think so. In any archetype. People have just like flips and aggro mirror. Like your opponent just loses. Oh, that's a bummer, Omri, too. Feel free to fuck off about it. Oh no, Omri. Very similar names though, huh? Yeah, Umazawa's is good. I've had Monstrous Rage be like pretty fucked up though. Especially if you get those sweet prowess cards. And we already had Swift Spear, or I'm sorry, we already had Spell Spear. I could Amratoon. Or when I'm sitting here like talking about how much I like a song, you don't have to shit on it. Actually, I can just time you out. You can like come back next day. That seems fine with me. Yeah, try later, friend. I don't know why people have a hard time fucking off about something. Real hard time reading the room. Just not a skill that's taught these days. Appreciate that, worst player here. Oh, this is another one of my favorites. I wonder if Chromatic Star is reasonable in a prowess deck. I played with Sensei's Divining Top the other day, and like was really unsure about it. I guess it sacks to Bombardiers too. is a polite please fuck off too. Yeah, right? I didn't say that they didn't have a right to their opinion or that they were wrong or anything. Just that I didn't want to hear it. I think so, Leonite. It would be in the stream description if it was, but I guess I can just post it. Ooh, a little chain lightning action. Mana Vault can play well in mono red, but our curve is not currently supportive of it, right? Not a lot on the top end. I want to take the chain lightning and hopefully we'll wield that fireball. I've been digging fireball a lot lately. That's an interesting Soul Ring pass. I guess we're jamming that. Now we want more 3-drops, huh? I mean, there's a lot of really good 3-drops in mono red. Lily and such. Rival Master, all that. How good is Library? Library is pretty good, I think, in a burn deck. So Library is basically a ley line of the win the game against control opponents. And it doesn't really matter what you're playing. It just is that against all your control opponents. Or anyone trying to grind. They get to feel silly about holding up counters as you draw 2 a turn and, like, don't mind that you're trading evenly with their stuff. Really hoping that Codebreaker comes back. Not going to take it over Lightning Bolt, but one more prowess critter would be nice. Hasty prowess of that. Normally I have too many 3-drops already. Yeah, you're right about that, TWP. Normally I would. Almost makes me want to take this Ravager over Lava Dart. I've really liked Lava Dart with the prowess critters, though. And we have 2 of them already. I think we jam it. Yeah, there'll be other 3-drops. There'll be other 3-drops. It'll be okay. I'm like talking myself into it over here. Any chase for Cruise? Treasure Cruise? I'm not looking to add colors here. I'll take other colors if I'm like out of red cards, and I have to. I'm gonna be honest, pairs. I don't know what Plot does yet. 3 1-drops are kind of like a 3-drop. Not as far as Soul Ring's concerned. I'll grab the City of Traders. Hey, there we go. Some hot gut action. Command Star is another one to sack to the gut, too. Yeah, right there with Yamrim. Bowmat Courier is something to play off the turn 1 Soul Ring. Flame Slash answers some stuff cleanly that the other burn spells take 2 things for. I think we can take the Bowmat Courier. Make sure we got enough critters. Hey. Yeah, normally I like a good Raptor. I like a little bit more with this Soul Ring and the City of Traders. Fable, Inti, Ragavan, Pyrokinesis Fury, Lelium. Those are our main misses so far. Hey, the Fireball came back. That Fireball coming back is a really good sign, Plot is like Suspend 1, but you can cast it next turn for free or leave it in exile to cast it on a future turn for free. Okay. Are you generally paying a cheaper cost than the casting cost? Or like the same cost? Oh, it doesn't give haste like Suspend does? Sure. It's the same cost. I guess I'd have to see some cards. Let's see what the purpose of this is. Hey, the Codebreaker came back. Fucking awesome. I think this deck might be Morphin Codebreaker a solid amount too. A lot of nice cheap burn in there. You pay 0 on the future turn. Right, but you could just pay the casting cost that turn. Like, what am I missing here? Some have abilities if we plot them. Yeah. Oh shit. Another Black Lotus stack. Another Soul Ring Black Lotus stack. Well, our first one went 1 and 2, and is filled with a bunch of busted blue cards. Let's see what our mono red deck does. Huh. Not really my pack here, is it? Thinking about that Mind Twist splash, I don't think I want to do it. We got like 1 duel and Oliphant. I kind of just want to kill them, you know what I mean? I guess I could go Mind Twist and throw that in the sideboard just in case. Board it in against combo or something. Hey, there's Lelia, though. I appreciate everybody trying to help me out understand plot, but I'm sure I'll figure it out when I actually read cards and such. Please don't paste cards. I'll actually read them when I see the card. Would LED be worth it for the Ravager? Nah, that's a little too narrow here. Smidge narrow. Ravager's fine to just cast, huh? 3 mana versus 2 mana. And we got the Rabble Master. Hey, we got that big clump of 3-drops. Like we were talking about. The Lotus and the Soul Ring are looking a lot better, huh? So far, we have nothing for the Oliphant to pitch to, which makes it worse than a Mountain, I think. Or a Mutavault. We need like 4-ish more playables. Could play that Demand Answers. Demand Answers might actually be good with all the prowess creatures we have. For the same reason that like Chromatic Star is maybe not bad. Twin is in, yes, turn up lips. This Dreadhorde might actually be insane. Chain Lightning and Lightning Bolts. We don't really have a way of pumping in. Yeah, I guess it's only a couple of things. 3 things now. Oh, the Monstrous Rage. You get back here. Forgot I grabbed that one for a second. You think Dreadhorde's pretty narrow? I agree with you, but it makes sense for this iteration of the cube because it is good with pump spells. You play your pump spell on it and then flashes back a pump spell and does crazy stuff. So in like the red-green Berserk deck, I like Dreadhorde a lot. It's Lava Dart. Yeah, that's not... I wouldn't count Lava Dart because you can flashback Lava Dart for free. Platypus Eggs. Not a reason to play Dreadhorde. I understand that sacrificing a land is a cost. Isn't Channeler pretty good here? What Channeler? What are you talking about? Oh, DRC? I kind of dislike that card. You don't have a lot of control over it. I feel like a lot of the time you need it to be a 3/3. It's a 1/1. And then when you need to be able to block with it, you can't some amount of the time. One of my least favorite threats in aggro. I want to play DRC if I'm playing a deck with like a bunch of Delve stuff, right? So I'm like actually fueling a Graveyard Engine with it. If I'm playing like Delve or Breach. Something along those lines. I don't want to just throw it in a deck like this. Do I make one more cut? Or do I jam 14 lands? When this fails to scry, it's a lot worse. Yeah, that's how I feel about it, Aaron. Bitter Reunion versus Demand Answers. The instant speed nature of Demand Answers might be hot. You're attacking with all your prowess creatures, and like they block, and then you have another instant. You could also hypothetically get flashback by Dreadhorde if we pump it with the Monstrous Rage. What all is Reunion giving haste to? The Lelia and the Raptor already have haste. Bombardiers already has haste. So Bitter Reunion is good with the Ravager, the Gut, the Rabble Master, maybe like Spell Spear. But yeah, Robber and Codebreaker already have haste too. 16 lands. Right now I'm debating whether I want to be... Yeah, 15 or 16. And that's counting Black Lotus as a land. This might be fine with the Soul Ring in there. Maybe the Bowman Courier is worse than another land. Yeah, but you don't always have something to swing with, right, Pete Dame? Yeah, Bowman Courier, maybe the Delayed Blast Fireball. our options for cut. What's our other card draw on? Just Demand Answers and Ravager. Fuck it, let's try this. If you down tick on the Swift Spear, then like any burn spell finishes the Chandra, which is still a 2-for-1, so maybe fine. That one I don't think we let live. Definitely looks like we're on similar archetypes, but they're probably playing green for pump spells like Berserk and... Huh. I almost discarded the mountain to the Krennic's time. Regret. Oh, there's the splash. There's the splash. I'm gonna need to draw a little something something here. Oh, I should have played the Soul Scar first. It would have shrank the Minskin Boo. Or shrank the Boo token. Fuck. I forget about that passive so often. It's really easy to forget. But it's kind of a huge deal here, right? The 2-2 Boo versus the 4-4. Like, it doesn't matter if they want to trade with the Rabble Master. But maybe they would have wanted to do something different, That's pretty cool for future games, though. Delayed Blast plus Soulscar Mage. So we kill the Boo token, and then Dreadhorde back Burst Lightning. If we shrink the Bone Crusher, then the Bone Crusher can block here, and then the Minsk only takes 2 and gets to live again. I think we have to kill the Boo token, and then Flash Burst on the Minsk, and the Bone Crusher just gets to eat something. Probably the Dreadhorde. Yeah, so I assume they're going to need Dreadhorde, yeah. And then we clear the Minsk, get 3 in. So we burned a lot of resources there, but at least we answer the Minsk come. And they've got 2 left in hand. Game's still winnable, huh? You can kick off the flashback all of this. It gave me the option with the Dreadhorde there. I think you're giving your opponent too much time to potentially answer the Dreadhorde, and then you won't even get to flashback at all. They lose 2 from the Invigorate. Too bad the Soulscar Mage isn't still in play, huh? I wish Soulscar were here to see this. I almost want to send that goblin token, but I'm just going to pass. Invigorate is in this cube, yeah. I mean, Berserk's in, so. Sweet. Yeah, so they bonnet flooded a bit, but we also had to chew through that Minsc and Boo hum. Seemed like they needed to draw some burn with their prowess critters. Would have been a lot harder for us there. I'm considering cards like Hangerback Walker and Bitter Reunion. Might help for grinding if we're all just trading off cards. I don't know, Omri. This cube season? I think I've drafted it like once. They had one more land than me. Sure, I'd also drawn more cards, right? Oh shit, what up? Hey, Hildo MDG, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 12 months, the full year. Walker does not beat Boo, but it's a really nice one to throw in front of their prowess critters when they're beating down. Not every game's gonna be the exact same game, right? Important to have an idea of what the average game might look like. They don't have many targets for Lava Dart that we saw, but it might still be worth it for prowess. Has anyone played Arwen yet? I had a very frustrating game against Arwen the other day, where they had Arwen plus Caracas. And I was playing some red deck. Truly miserable time. Yeah, I think I like Hangerback Walker over Bowman Courier here, especially on the draw. And then whether it's like, I like Bitter Reunion over Lava Dart or... Kind of hate it, this opening. And our deck was Soul Ring and Black Lotus. They have 4 in hand? What does their hand look like, huh? Is it all just pump spells? I'm kind of worried that their hand is all just pump spells, and we're going to lose like pump spell plus Berserk here or something. Interesting. They're not dead here, are they? No. I didn't even have as much mana as I thought I had. If you have the extra mana to burst lightning the Llanowar Elves, and the Bolt gets to go face, it's another 4 damage, and they'd be at 6. A little less crazy of a question. Oh, hey, you. I guess. I felt pretty good about my land counts so far. Like we were tanking on whether to add an extra one. I wonder if I've just always played too many lanes in my aggro decks. A lot of times, like, I justify it by having, like, activated abilities and stuff that I want to use. Equip costs to pay, that sort of thing. But I wonder if 14-15 is better than 16-17 a lot of the time. I also usually have curves going up to 5. That's also a part of it. Well, that's not a removal spell. The Rabble Master kind of helps play into Damnation, if that's what my opponent's trying to set up. I think so, the Ghost Dad. Very different tone, fits their strengths. Yeah, hearing a cover that's just like the exact same thing as the original doesn't make any sense to me. Why not just listen to the original then, right? Can we beat this Blightsteel? Maybe. Let's start off by giving the old Saccharino. Not ideal. Yeah, we serve all in, they block Raptor, and take like, what, 6 or something? It's not enough. I have Johan Leafheart. Bazaar is interesting out of their deck. Well, if their last card's a reanimation effect for that Archon, I think we're pretty fucked. Yeah, there's no Zealous Conscripts in here. I think I'm just dead here. We had Lotus Soul Ring again. Yeah, right? This is my second Lotus Soul Ring opener I've lost with today. Vintage Cube's pretty fucked up. No guaranteed wins in this format. One issue with our sideboard is that we don't have any graveyard hate. Pretty important in this cube. We also don't have Zealous Conscripts. I don't think we're changing anything here. We could, but that's kind of a this is kind of a desperation move. We could board in Parallax Wave. Parallax Wave is good against what they're doing. But that's like a lot, right? We'd bring in the Garden, the Inspiring Vantage. Black Lotus could cast it. And then our mana is just like gunky. I'll think about it again on if we go to a game 3. Maybe if we got a Plateau, right? If there's Plateau, then Oliphant and Timeless Dragon could grab it. It'd be a pretty easy splash, just by being double. Is Fireball still good against them? That's a Lava Axe. Maybe you're right, though. Maybe it's worse than Bitter Union. There's that 2 Deosis, yeah, and if you splash the Parallax, maybe that hurts your ability to get there. The Mountain Cycler for the Exhume. Yeah, that'd be cute. The concern with bringing Mountain Cycler in for their Exhume is if they've got other cards like Reanimate or Animate Dead, and then they get to use your Mountain Cycler. But maybe it should just be in. Now this hand has neither Soul Ring or Black Lotus in it, so we're already off to a good start compared to, compared to last game. I'm going to hold the Black Lotus for next turn for prowess. We'll see if that works out for me. Yeah, right, Big Titty? That'd be pretty wild. I thought they were both good looking decks too. Well, think. Now the question is, do I demand answers or just lightning bolt? I'm gonna get greedy. Some damage there, huh? Know that this 1/1 can become a 4/4 now. Maybe I should have traded the bull map for it. Hey, take care, Lidorb. Just rebuying Strix. They get to draw a card, but I think this is much better for me. The instant speed nature of the Retrofitter Foundry would have been awkward for like Chandra as a removal spell. We'll see if I get that mana source for it. What's wrong with weed, Big Titty? I don't think Lidor was bragging or anything. They're just like, yo, I'm taking off. How's that different than being like, yeah, I'm gonna go drink a beer with some friends? Toodles. It's the same shit, right? I think it's just a misunderstanding about bragging versus chilling, I guess. Whoa, Kino. That's rude. Yeah, don't call other members of my community creature. It's fucked up, right? Could you apologize, please? Didn't know this was such a hot topic, right? People got really heated really fast. I think this Archon's gonna dick me up again. I did catch the second Dune movie, yeah. Oh, that was good. Glad I saw it in the IMAX. Yeah, Marvin's chill. A lot of real pleasant tracks. The Slimer bucket. Has the Slimer bucket been revealed? Someone's definitely gonna fuck it. That's like guaranteed, right? I'm telling you, Soul Ring is nothing but trouble. Just ramping my opponent's aim. There's a lot of damage in this grip of cards. Opponent's at 3. I don't think we're playing Swift Spear next turn. I think we lead on the Chain Lightning. Oh, now we're gonna play it. At least I didn't get punished for ramping the opponent. I wonder if they're better off stealing the Bowman Courier. Man, this hand's so full of air, you know? I'll keep it, but I feel like Black Lotus might be baiting me. Never mind, this hand rocks now. Turn 1 Dinosaur. Turn 2 Rabble Master. We did a couple of other decks. Debut. And then I decided to give Mono Red a shot again. Oh, they're just straight up serving. Because we have so much burn, they just expect me to be able to answer it. Well, I super can't do that. Getting in there. And now because the Dino has some trample damage on it, or some damage already on it, if they blocked my Dino, they would take trample over. I like the trading with the Rabble Master. It's attacking for the same amount of damage as my Dinosaur, and then also it's generating more Goblin tokens, right? It was an intuitive block to me. Sweet.